I start off with the little music. So you're not going to be able to hear it until, like, it's, dun, dun, dun. Okay, round of applause. We are back. Welcome back to episode 21 of the I Got a Lot to Say podcast with Mr. Brooks and
Miss Pretty. Why I was about to say Miss and then put my last name. Oh, I'm so burnt out. I'm so burnt out.
Round of applause for us being back, surviving. Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. How you doing? It's been a minute.
I'm okay, yo.
That's good.
How was your holiday?
It was fine. I was in the house.
Me too. I actually wasn't feeling good. I didn't know if it was going to be anything more, so I didn't want to be around anybody.
Corona?
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't more.
No, because everybody, like, I guess I could say, like, I was one of them, not deniers, but I'm like, I ain't really seen it, like, nobody's been really affected, but this last maybe week or two, it's been getting everybody, like, so that's why I've been in the house.
And it sucks so bad because it's getting everybody around the holiday time when they can be around their family.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks so bad.
So I've been isolating, so I've been chilling. Christmas, just watched a bunch of games. That was cool. Got to chill. Just whatever. Trying to think. What else you want to talk about? What did you want to talk about first?
You had a topic that you said about something on Twitter.
Was that the...
I don't remember what you said.
I know we had the Kardashian... Kanye buying the... I'm thinking we might have two different takes on that.
First of all, Kanye... Okay, so if you guys don't know, Kim and Kanye are actually going through a divorce right now. But Kanye is doing everything that he can to get Kim back, his wife. Mm-hmm. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but this crazy man went and bought a house across the street from her house that she has now.
I've heard of that stuff before, though. But that's what people within that means. But I mean, I don't think it's that bad of a thing if him wanting to be, closer to the kids. If I'm first of all, if I'm a billionaire and I could be that close to my kids, I'd do it. If we find out anything more that he was like tripping, then, but I haven't heard anything like that. I just heard that, I know he's trying to get her back, but I know people that get houses close, maybe not that close
across the street,
but you gotta think about Kim's house and his house, like they're big, so it's not like you're not like really across the street, you like in the hemisphere, you're in the area
across the street, past the gates.
Yeah, across the street is not like
security guard.
You know what I'm saying? Across the street ain't like over there, So yeah, I don't mind it until Kim be like, "Yo, restraining order." Like then you be like, "Okay, this nigga like."
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just say this. I do love a man that's passionate about his woman. I do. But at the same time, I don't know what their underlying issues are in the marriage or whatever. If they have, they have something, but if they are major, but I feel like if Kim is at the point where she not going to reconcile and not going to work it out, that was wild as shit of him to do that. But if she is at the point of, like, okay, maybe I'm on the fence, like I want to take my husband back, I want my family to work, then I think it's attractive.
It seems like it goes back and forth every day because, it's a headline where she said, I'm confused how he want me back when he living with his girl or whatever. Like, it goes back and forth, but that's love. That's emotions. That's one day she might be like, fuck him. I'm tired of him. I'm blah, blah, blah. And the next day she might be like, damn, I miss his crazy ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go through that. So, but now, because they celebrities, so now we seeing it in real time. So it's kind of like you definitely go through them emotions, so I can understand, but I don't know if I could be on that level to where like every single thing like I do or say or who I hang out with, y'all are just dissecting. Like, I don't know, like I'm pretty sure Pete Davidson is just a fun guy that she's just
I don't
having
think
sex with.
Yeah, I don't think she's interested in him at all. Like all the stuff that
she just shook him out for real.
Yeah, all the stuff that she went through, I just feel like, you know, she just needs somebody to
that's
make her laugh.
Somebody that's like dealing with somebody like Kanye is like hard, probably.
Yeah, because after his mom, he changed.
He's crazy. Well, I mean, he's always been crazy, but it was a different type of crazy. You feel me?
But yeah, when you lose a death, you know, you lose somebody as far as like as close to you as your mom, it's like
Bush doesn't care about black people.
You won't be the same.
And not even that, because his mom was one of the only people that would call him out on when he was doing some wild shit. So like, he would. First of all, I don't think he ever would have got with Kim Kardashian if his mom was there, because you know, you get on, leave it for a white girl. You know, that was his whole. And then she gone. Even I know Kim Kardashian was like his dream, because he talked about her in music
forever
a lot. So I mean, I get it. Like, get your dream woman. Like 4 kids, that's wonderful. Like with your dream woman, like I applaud. But his mom was the one that would be like, "Yo, like
you tripping."
Now you got all these yes men, and I guess, I mean, his dad, I guess, was around, but not. Sometimes he's a mama's boy for real. So, you know, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on that type of stuff, because losing your mom, I couldn't.
I can't imagine.
I couldn't imagine, and that's even with my mom being like such a tough person. I can't imagine if my mom was like, oh. But actually, like how she is now, like she's so nice. She's so nice. I don't know what's going on.
Well, your mom.
I'm so confused. Like with my niece and
I'm so confused.
Yeah, she nice as hell. What the fuck is
But
this?
she wasn't nice to you?
Tough. I mean, you know, tough. Just a tough, like, you know, like, just tough. Just not kind of. My dad was more of the emotional, more like, you know what I'm saying? But tough and strong, but. You know, West Philadelphia. She's from West Philadelphia. You know, she's just tough. Now she just.
Oh, she the first princess?
I ain't got time for your foolishness. No, but yeah, like, it's just like, man, I'm like, I never seen you act like this before. She's like, with the knees. I'm like, what's going on? What's up with you? But she's becoming more out of her box now. She be telling me jokes and shit. Like, she's more like, I don't know. I guess she's just like lightening up. So. To me being 34, about to be whatever, 35, it's a lot. It's different. It's good, but because I had a conversation with somebody about whether you should keep that boundary of, like your child, or like, because some people want to be friends with their parents. Mm-hmm. I don't want that. I always want to keep that parental, you know.
But I don't think it's let me just tell you. Okay, so my mom, I'm the first child from her, and the second on my dad. So growing up, my mom was like, of course I'm spoiled, first child, whatever. Yeah. My mom was tough on me, but I still knew that I can come to my mom and like express something to her, like on the front level. So I don't have the issue with that, but it just gotta be like, you really
respect
just gotta, it has to be a respect thing. Like, the child has to know not to try you. Like, my daughter's only 7, but I make her very comfortable in the point, like, you know, you can always tell me, like, what's wrong? Like, you okay? Anybody bother you? Like, tell me. And I want to still, but she knows at the end of the day, like, when I mean business, don't try me. Yeah,
because I mean, some people blur the lines, because it's just like, I know people where they mom just come over and shit, just like, I'm like, what if I'm like fucking or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be some type of, even my mom, she'd be like, yo, like, can I come over, or do we, you know what I'm saying?
My mom
like,
has a key to my house. But she doesn't pop up unannounced or anything. I think she popped, matter of fact, it wasn't unannounced. She was in the area and she was like, hey, you busy? Like, I'm about to pop up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But she ain't just use the key or nothing like that.
Some people do that.
Both of my parents actually have keys to my house.
I should give my parents that, but they don't even want to come to the house because we got dogs. And they think dogs are like on a turn on people.
And my dad doesn't even use his key. Like, he could be in the area and be like, "Chris, I'm in the area." Or if he can know he's coming to my house. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, well, I'm probably going to be in the back chilling. Like, I'm off today. Like, I ain't trying to get up for real."
Nah, I get it.
But he still won't use the key. So I don't have that issue with my parents, which is good. Like, they respect my privacy and my space.
So there's always got to be a respect factor.
Yeah, on both parts. The parents and the child.
And that's with everything. That's just with everybody, every person.
But that's where a lot of parents fall short at too, because they like, "Oh, you're the child. I don't have to give you no respect." Like, you do. That's still a human being.
We're adults now. Like,
but even as a child,
even before, because yes, definitely, parents was very, very hard, too hard. But I mean, like I said, I wasn't say they was too hard. I mean, because them people were like, "Oh, they wasn't too hard. I'm fine." But that doesn't mean that it was fine how they disciplined you, how they, you know what I'm saying?
But it's one thing I will say, like, being a parent it ain't a book, good parent handbook. Yeah. You just winging it.
Go.
Yeah, you just winging it. And it's like, even though, like, say you have your child at 30, okay, you grown, you lived your 20s, party hard, did everything you wanted to do. But even when you have that child, you're still growing up with that child. Yeah. Even at age 30, like, you don't know everything. Especially if that's your first child at 30, you gonna be growing up with that child for as long as that child is here.
Y'all both growing together.
Yeah, basically. Growing together.
Yeah, I just it's gotta be boundaries. It's just gotta be respect. But shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad.
Yeah, your parents weren't married.
They married.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they married.
Oh, that's what's up.
A round of applause to that.
Yes.
Yeah, they still married. They crazy ass.
2-parent household. I like that.
I mean, yeah, because I feel like
that's important.
It's important. Are your parents married?
No, my parents were together. They were engaged, but they didn't make it. And what's so crazy? I'm glad, Ma, if you listening, Dad, if you listening, you'll be all right. I'm glad they didn't work, because their personalities, I was just like, how the heck did y'all do that for that long? Mm-hmm. My dad's a Sag and my mom's a Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that don't make sense to me. Mm. My mom needs to be with somebody that's somebody's going to take care of her, like a Cancer, a Pisces. Mm-hmm. Like, somebody that's a little softer than her. And my dad needs to be with somebody that's, like, on the same level as him, like a Libra or an Aquarius, or even a Gemini, because they say that they're compatible with Sagittarius too. Like, he need to be with somebody like that, but not like, I don't know how they did it for so long.
Yeah, some people, because even my mom, she used to be faking to my dad all the time, like. She was like, "Get out my face, Ernest. Get out my face." I was like, "Man, I was like, stop faking. Like, you got 5 kids together. Like, why you acting like that?" Like, yeah. But like, she's, like I said, she's become more softer, and it's a crazy thing to see, and it's just like, damn. I wish she was this softer. Like, like I got all these things. I got most of the things I wanted when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? My little comic books and shit. Shout out to Spider-Man. That shit was amazing. Seen it twice.
Such a nerd. Spider-Man was actually really good. I can honestly say that I went to see it.
I cried.
Because I'm not a movie person at all. But I did go see it. And actually, I'm actually glad I went, because I enjoyed myself. It was really a good movie. I liked it.
I cried.
You a sucker.
I teared up a couple times. But, you got to think about it like this. It's just been like the culmination of all the movies and just some of the things that happened kind of like paid homage. And the first night I went was so amazing, because I was out with my fellow nerds. Yeah, well, actually I was by myself, but I was with my fellow nerds. So it's like anybody on the opening night of a movie like that is gonna be like the hardcore. Like, if you go on the Harry Potter first night, like, it's gonna be the hardcore Harry Potter fans.
I went the next day.
What, the second day?
Yeah, I went the next day. Oh, the movie theater was crazy.
It's crazy. Crying, yelling.
It was
laughing.
Like when Andrew came.
Ooh, she spoiled it. I know if you ain't seen the
movie been out for 2 weeks now.
I know if you ain't seen it.
Listen, spoiler alert. Sorry, when Andrew came on the screen,
I told her
whole movie theater was like, "Yeah, Andrew." I could not understand. I'm like, oh, so this must have been a Spider-Man before this. So I'm like, all right, cool. But the one I acknowledge is Toby. Because that's the one I know about. So then, later on, Toby came out. Oh, the crowd went wild. It was like, Toby! I was like, I cannot.
It's crazy.
Cannot.
That's good stuff. Andrew stole the show. Actually, Andrew stole the movie. He was making up for. Not even saying he was he wasn't a bad Spider-Man. His movies were bad, but he was a good Spider-Man within it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. The story wasn't good. The Electro, what they did to Jamie Foxx was terrible. But him as Spider-Man was really good. So I'm glad they're thinking about giving him another movie. So, because people just they want another Tobey movie. Because it was supposed to be Spider-Man 4. And then for some reason, Sam Raimi, the dude that did this movie and is doing Doctor Strange movie. Did you stay after the credits?
No.
Crazy. So that movie fell out, and that's when they switched it to the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew. Okay. And and then after part 2, that's when they was like, oh, we got to switch it. And then that's when we got Tom Holland. Shout out to Tom Holland too. He killed it too. Like, he was great. Like,
so let's talk about Tom Holland and the manifestation of it all.
Oh yeah, no,
the whole interview from back in the day. I don't know how long ago it was. Mm-hmm. He said his dream girl was Zendaya.
He did say, I didn't see that.
Yes.
They make sense as a cute couple.
Yeah, and then now look.
Then they have been out for a long time now.
I know.
Disney, she been out for a minute. Proud of her. She's very good.
I like Zendaya.
She put her own little spin on MJ. You don't have to be this, busty white, girl with the red hair like they got in the comics. And first of all, Kirsten Dunst, was a terrible man.
Oh yeah, that's the girl from Bring It On, right?
Yeah, she was not attractive.
Listen, back in the day, she was the dream.
That's just like in the fucking Batman movie where they got the Maggie Gyllenhaal and he crying over Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Is that the one with the big eyes?
Yes, that's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. Mm-hmm. Gross. I was like, man, you can take her.
He said gross.
I don't give a fuck about her. They should have kept Katie Holmes. Talking about, you gotta get me or you gotta get Harvey. Nah,
Katie
get
Holmes
Harvey.
Is Tom Cruise ex-wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's some crazy, man. Them white people, they be talking about hip hop be switching partners, but Hollywood, they be tossing them around.
They slut each other out all up and through famous people society. Okay,
that shit's funny.
I can't even say Hollywood, whatever. Famous people society. All y'all do is rotate each other's partners. I'm surprised I ain't got shit.
Yeah, that's funny because but yeah, Spider-Man was really good. 10 out of 10. I want to say second or third best movie in the MCU. Endgame was at the top for me. This one and then Infinity War. Because I like Infinity War, but that shit was depressing at the end. How movies just end like that. Speaking of movies ending really bad, oh my god, I watched this movie on fucking Peacock today. It randomly came on after Jigsaw. I was watching Jigsaw. I'm really into Saw. And I had just watched this other scary movie called Slumber or something. So I was like, I'm in scary movie mode. So after Jigsaw came on, this joint called Browse came on. So I was like, okay, it's cool. It's the most depressing movie I've ever seen. And for this time to be seasonal depression, I was like, it's not helping anything. Because this movie was fucking... So, basically, nobody cares about this fucking movie. Spoiler alert. Watch it if you want to. But if you're a happy person right now, please do not watch it. So, some dude, he has a nice job at, this law firm or something, or whatever, dealing with computers and shit, whatever. He meets this girl on a dating site. They end up, having sex. But it's recorded. So, she records it. So apparently she says she's supposed to blur the face out, but she didn't blur his face out. Somehow that shit gets on the internet, gets everywhere. And somehow his account gets hacked. He loses all his money. He ends up losing his job. He ends up talking to this girl that lives across from him. So they have a mutual creepiness with them. They was stalking each other. But because she kind of stopped because she saw the internet thing about him, it looked like he was stalking her. So he looked like a stalker. He lost his job, lost all his money. It was just so bad. Somebody sent him a gun, an empty gun or something, and then he ends up on the roof. I don't know if he killed himself or not. But then I was like, oh yeah, he gonna find out who it is. It's gonna be happy and he gonna get it all together. And the movie just ends. And I'm just like, what?
What was the point?
What the fuck was the point of this movie? This movie's sad as hell. I was just like, I can't believe it. It was just really, it's called Browse. So if you want to I'll probably laugh at it now, but like when I was looking at it, I was just like, it's gotta be like a redeeming quality about the movie, and it was just no redeeming quality. And it was kind of like how Infinity War was, because it was just like, nigga, like we just lost and like half the world is dead. Like I was like, some people's, oh my god, like I was like, well, I mean, it was realistic because sometimes there's no happy endings in life. So I was just like, and plus me being a comic book nerd, I knew they was coming back with Endgame anyway. So, but it's still sad, like when Spider-Man like is talking to when he's about to die and shit, about to disappear. Did you see that movie?
No.
Okay, you didn't see that one?
No, the only Spider-Man I saw was the last one, and I told you I was forced.
Well, you never seen no Avengers, nothing. You never seen no Avengers movies, like with all the superheroes, like the Hulk and
The only thing I seen was I see that. The only thing I seen was the stuff they had on Netflix, like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil.
Oh yeah, shout out to Daredevil.
I could not get into Iron Fist. I tried so bad. Yeah, I tried. So I seen that stuff and the Defenders. Of course, I seen that.
Luke Cage, you know.
Yeah.
They supposed to be coming back, so yeah, because Kingpin was on Hawkeye. So you should watch. I mean, you should watch Hawkeye. I mean, I don't know, because you gonna have to watch everything, like if you want to like really get into it. But it's like it's like the perfect time if you're just chilling. Like,
when am I just chilling? I'm at work.
Oh, that's true.
Like,
I mean,
what?
when you off, just
the life
on Disney Plus.
The life of a postal courier. Like,
shout out to postal carriers. Shout out to everybody delivering presents and other type of shit. I know it's been a tough. I know it's a tough month or so. 2 months.
It's been a tough year and some change for us. The whole pandemic has been tough.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Like, and if they're trying to shut stuff down again, it's going to be even tougher because all the stores are going to be closed. They're going to be ordering everything.
Oh no, they're not. They just like, oh yeah, 5 days, get back to work. You seen what they said? That you only quarantine 5 days now. So.
Yeah, I seen that. Is the dumbest shit ever. Like y'all went from 14 to 10 to 7, now 5. Like, that is ridiculous.
I get that they're still learning stuff, but it's no way. They need to leave it
at 10.
There's no way in 5 days.
Because listen, when I had COVID, I got better on day 9. Like, all my symptoms when it was gone by day 9. Yeah, now they slowed up after like day 7, whatever, but they were completely gone by day 9. So day 10, I was cleared to leave the house. But I, of course, still had to wear the mask and stuff like that, But I was only cleared to leave the house to do things like go to the grocery store or the doctor.
Yeah, like standard things.
Right, not go be at a party or anything like that. So they need to leave it back at the 14. And then after the 14 days, I was cleared to, do activities and stuff. But they need to leave it at the 14 days, honestly, because it's ridiculous. Because you could have symptoms today and they be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, but you still have to quarantine.
I just think that
because all your symptoms and stuff not gonna be cleared up. And
I need them to just be like, days. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Basically,
like we freestyling.
Yeah,
I would respect that more. But they just be like, I don't know what the fuck.
Like, hey y'all, like, we fucking up.
Like,
my bad.
Even Biden saying the wild shit he's saying, talking about it's not on us, but then at the beginning he's talking about we gonna get it under control, but now it's on the state now. I'm like, nigga, like, make up your mind.
Yeah, then there's the new Omarion variant. I'm just over all this.
Omicron. It's touching everybody.
Oh my.
Touching everybody.
Omarion.
It is though. That shit wild. That shit strong. It's gonna fuck up sports again. It's fucking up a lot of shit, but speaking of sports, Cowboys Nation, baby, let's get it. Yeah. 56-14, Cowboys whooped that ass.
Who they play?
The team with no name.
Oh, the Redskins.
The Redskins.
The
Washington losers. Yeah, man, I want to hear shit from y'all, man. I don't want to hear shit from y'all for about a year. Y'all, because they was talking shit. We won Dallas. And then y'all got your ass beat twice. 56-14, y'all should be embarrassed. And y'all was fighting each other on the bench. And y'all look crazy. Get a team name, draft a quarterback, and then holler at us. And then that's been sports. Let's do it. See, I can't talk too much sports.
You always try to squeeze your little sports segment.
I definitely got to throw my sports up in there. Shit. Who your team? You don't have a team.
No, I don't. I'm not a sport. I'm a girly girl.
You like the Cowboys now?
No, I don't.
That's gonna be your team.
No.
So if you had a team, it would be the team with no name? That's disrespectful.
I mean, only just because that's where I'm from.
They don't even have no name.
It would just be because that's where I'm from.
The Washington Blanks.
That's why it will only be because that's where I'm from.
Well, I'm from DC. I like the Cowboys, but that's only because I used that to make my dad mad when I was younger.
What, DC stand for Dallas Cowboys?
No. Because when I was younger, I remember I don't know. I just wanted to make my dad mad, so I was like, I like the Cowboys. He's like, son, you can't do that. You're in DC. But then, once I started to get older, I was like, damn, the Cowboys, they kind of that. They kind of in uniforms, cheerleaders. I was like, all right.
The cheerleaders?
Yes. I'm a little hoarded, you know what I'm saying? When I was like 6, 7, I started to remember, realize shit. And then that's why I like the Bears once I remember where I was from. So I like the Cowboys and the Bears because I'm from Chicago. Like the Cowboys.
You from Chicago?
Raised.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, that's what's up.
Damn, we gotta talk more.
Was it rough?
We gotta talk more as co-hosts so you can know these things.
Was it rough?
I mean, not rough per se for me. I mean, because I didn't. When you live in the hood,
I'm scared
you don't
to go to Chicago.
Just don't go to the hood. Just don't go to places don't go to places where you need somebody to bring you there. Chicago's a beautiful place besides the ghettos. And
but I do want to go for the pizza because they said Chicago got the best pizza.
Chicago had good food overall.
Really?
But I didn't get to experience Chicago the way I should because when I left, I wasn't of age yet. Mm-hmm. So I definitely want to go back. But life has just been in the way working and just.
Of course, life
then the pandemic, when the COVID hit, that was the summer I was gonna go. But then I was like, Chicago was, because their hot numbers was super high. So I was like, I can't go. But when you living in the hood, you don't realize you living in the hood. Now that I'm older, I realize I was wilding sometimes, walking, in the hood. I used to walk. My school was probably 10 blocks from my house. I was walking from 79th. Shout out to 79th in Stony Island, all the way to East 65th place. That's where I lived. Or was that 76th and Chappelle? No, East 65th place. So it's a straight shot. But it's a long ass walk. But that's just fucking hood. It's just hood. But you don't know. I'm a kid. I'm young. But now, man, I'm catching a Lyft, Uber, getting a ride. I'm not. And that's when I moved. When I came here, I was people Apple Grove. When I went to Friendly and shit. People in the suburbs swear they hood out here. Largo. You know what I'm saying? I be this is the suburbs.
Exactly.
You got this gun for your mother. I know niggas when I lived in Fort Washington, he got his mom's gun. I'm bro, this is not your mom makes $1 million, $1 million.
But that's the thing that I don't understand. I don't understand. Being from the trenches is not.
What? It's not
cute.
Cool. It's not cute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not down to anybody that's from there because actually I'm from there, but it's my parents made the best out of that situation.
Yes.
So now raising my child, I'm not raising my child around that.
No, for sure. You definitely
I don't never want my child to see the struggle.
Definitely born
my
out
child
Mayfair.
thinks I'm rich right now. It's ridiculous.
Hey, that's good.
But I don't never tell her hey, Carly, I ain't got it right now. But
no, you gotta.
One time I was just talking to my mom. Speaking of, she think I'm rich. We all know Target is way more expensive than Walmart, right? True. One day we in Walmart. I think I was in the area or something. And I'm like, let's stop in here. We're going to get some odds and ends, paper towels, whatever. I went inside of Walmart. My 7-year-old daughter, she says, Mommy, what's this? I said, Carly, we in Walmart. Oh. So that was that. We get down to the toys. She said, oh, they got toys like Target. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, Mommy, I don't want to be in here. I want to go to Target. What the? Bougie. You think I got Target money? So you know what I said?
What?
Okay.
Sucked it up.
On the way home, we stopped at Target.
Hit them pockets.
Yeah, I'm a sucker.
Hit them pockets. I mean, that's why I can't have no girl.
Yeah, I'm a sucker.
It
don't matter.
Whatever.
Girl, boy, whatever.
I mean,
that your first child, you giving that first child whatever.
I'm going to let the boy, I'm going to get a boy, but the girls.
Yeah. Because you don't want to see them tears.
No, I mean, I'm just a sucker. My nieces, goddaughters, what you...
here. You know what you ain't even gotta ask me.
Just be like looking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Here you go. Here you go. What you get you some ice. Get you what you want. But like, I'm just a sucker.
And the crazy thing about that is like, my dad spoiled me. And to this day, I'm still very much spoiled. Let me tell you about my dad real quick. So the other day, he showed me. My cousin does sweatsuits and stuff, so he showed me a sweatsuit that he had got somebody else, his little lady friend or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So I look. I said, Dad, why you ain't give me a sweatsuit? But I was joking. Right? Oh. No, I really was joking. Like, I wasn't thinking about the sweatsuit. My cousin has so many, like, he has a collection of them, but I don't know which one I want. Like, what color I want, what style I want. I'm very indecisive. So I haven't purchased anything. Mm-hmm. So I was just messing with my dad. I'm like, oh, Dad, well, why you ain't give me one? Right? It was probably like a couple days later. He called me yesterday. He called me Sunday. And said, yeah, baby girl. Still call me baby girl. He was like, yeah, baby girl. What size you wearing these sweatsuits? I said, why? He was like, cause you played the Jedi mind tricks on me. Now I feel like I gotta get it. I was like, what'd I say? He was like, you know what you said. So what size? So I'm like, I mean, are they loose? If they loose, get an extra small. But if they're, regular fitting, get a small.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right, cool. Yeah, they're a little loose. I'm going to get you the extra small. You can always exchange it, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then probably like 2 hours later, coming back, was like, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up for you. So just come by and get it. Christmas is over. Mm-hmm. Why are you wrapping it up and you telling me what I'm getting? Like, my dad's so extra, but that's the level of spoiled that I need to have for my child.
That's good.
But my dad, like, if he don't, I can't even say if he don't have it, he'll tell me he don't have it because it's my dad. He don't never want to look at me and be like, oh, baby girl, I ain't got it.
He'll try.
Yeah, he'll just be like, oh, okay, give me this amount of time. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, it's just, even at this big age, I'm 30. And my dad's still dirty with the child. But yeah, he know how hard I go for my daughter. So, he lets me off the hook every year as far as, like, for Christmas, I don't have to buy anything. I still buy her stuff because what kind of parent would I be?
You gonna buy something?
But my dad said send me the list, and I sent him her whole list this year. He bought every last thing on the list.
Dang, that's good. Let's clap it up for Pops.
Yeah, good guy. Love my dad.
Pops doing this thing. Mm-hmm. That's good. Like it's times where keep it going. No, Pops deserved the whole applause.
The whole 11-second applause.
Yeah, but like I was saying before, it's just like sometimes you don't know you in the hood. So like, it was one time I was in DC. So me not driving and shit, right? So I'm always mobile. I'm always going everywhere.
You need to work on that. That should be your New Year's resolution. But carry on.
Well, I'm getting my credit together first, then get my car at some point. Cause I'm not pressed to drive. Cause like I said, I feel like that's how. I don't want to depress the podcast, but I feel like that's how I'm going to die. Like car accident, but we'll talk about that in another episode. But I be everywhere. So one time, it was like, I think it might have been the last time I actually performed in DC. And I was, cause it was this, like this art place, kind of like by where stadium and shit is. Mm-hmm. So that area can be kind of a little hood, a little sketchy. So I had, got on the train. I got off at, what's that joint that's like off of 8th Street or whatever? I got off one of them joints, maybe New York or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I just walked to that joint. And I was just looking around. I was like, you know what? If I get jumped right now, it's kind of my fault. But like, I don't be like, I've been like was living in the hood so much in Chicago like that. It's just kind of like it was like second nature to me. Like, right. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really care. And that's why that blew me when I went to Friendly and niggas was throwing up gang signs and we in fucking Fort Washington. And I'm like, nigga, it's fucking Fort Washington. Exactly. Like the richest, one of the richest towns. Actually, at a certain point, it's the richest town in America, Fort Washington. Sure? Yes. The harbor, they build. They making money out there. So, yeah, I don't know how you can act hood when you're.
That's what I don't like. Like, if you're from the hood, of course you're gonna be a part of your environment. Okay, cool. But I don't like the people that are spoon fed. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being spoon fed, but don't be spoon fed and act like and think you could relate to somebody that had to grind and get it for their whole life.
Yeah,
like that's not fair to them. You're downplaying their grind. Mm-hmm. And that's not fair to them. Like, it's like, no, I would never do that. Never want that for nobody. That's wild as shit. And people do it because they try to be in so bad. No, stand out is actually better. Like
to stand out, definitely.
That shit did.
Never been the one to fit into, especially when I moved out here and people just like where you from? Like, oh, Chicago. They were like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, you're not from out here, because they used to get so mad, like especially when I used to tell them I didn't like the Redskins, or like I didn't know go-go like that. Like, I mean, I know what go-go is. I knew what go-go was, but I went to one go-go. I went to like Thai seafood, and then I had to pay for all my friends because them niggas ain't have money, and I never wanted to go again. Yeah. Niggas was like, you don't even have pockets on your get pass. I was like, you don't even have pockets. I had to pay like for like 4 niggas. I'm like, I'm not about to go to no more go-go's. So, but I've come to appreciate go-go and like just the culture, and just, you know, because I be out in the city and like see how y'all turn up to it. So I kind of like grown an
I'm not a
appreciation
go-go
for
girl
it.
either. I went to the go-go one time, I think, and it was the not I think, but yeah, I went one time and it was the Icon. And I went for a friend's birthday, and that was my first and last experience at the go-go. But I do enjoy certain go-go music, for sure.
I mean, I'm about to start going to more because I'm really into New Impressions. So
yeah,
I know a couple of people in that band.
Yeah, my best friends are New Impression. Both my best friends actually are New Impressions fanatics.
Yes, I feel like they're like so like talented. Like I feel like they're so R&B, like kind of smooth and shit, but cranking though. Yeah. So like, cause I definitely seen them a couple times at what's that shit that they was having during the pandemic? Don't Turn Down DC or whatever. I seen them a couple times there. So I'm gonna fuck with them, cause I definitely need to talk. I'm gonna talk to Earl. Hopefully Earl, cause I have like this song I want for my album. It's like this. I've had it for like 10 plus years. I've had this song. I don't know where to put it. I don't know what mixtape, what album to put it on. But the drums, I don't know if the drums will, because it's been so long. Right. So the drums are kind of like old. So like I want to kind of see if I can get them to update it. And just maybe they can be on the song, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's a whole other conversation. I'm going to talk to Earl about that. But I'm trying to think. What else? It was something else I wanted to talk about.
What are your New Year's resolutions, if you have any?
Get my credit together and get a car. That's it. That's really.
You need to put a timeline on it. Like, I want to have.
No, I mean buy my car by the summertime.
Oh, okay, but yeah.
I want to be like you know, my fake hair, like, you know, with a drop top or something. You know what I'm saying? Like my fake. You know
what? Y'all should have seen the fake hair flip.
Hair flip, baby. Period. So I that's like, you know what I'm saying. I always try to have a goal where something like every year where I try to do something new or major every year. Like that's the goal. Get an apartment, get this, that, you know what I'm saying? Something that's like, so you can life changing, life altering. So I guess getting a car would be that. I'm so nervous about driving, but
once you get over that, you're gonna be fine.
So nervous.
That's how I used to be.
But then I'll be seeing some people driving. I'll be like, if he could drive,
I could drive.
I mean, like I said, I'd be driving, but like I'd be so like But
so it's gonna be like that for a while. You're gonna be intimidated for a while. Like that's how I was. Like I didn't even want to start driving until I had my daughter. I was not interested in driving at all. I had my daughter at 23.
And plus, I haven't had anything that forced me to drive. Like I said, I haven't had no family kid. Like, of course, if I had kids and shit like that, I'd be like, oh, damn, I would have been had to. You know what I'm saying? But I've kind of just been doing my own thing.
And my thing was like right before my daughter turned 1. I said, that's my goal to myself. Like, when Carly turns 1, I'm going to get my license because I had my learners. Carly had turned. I was a month late because I think they had something. I had to schedule it and I kept like prolonging this everything. But right soon she turned 1, a month later I had my license. 4 months later I had a car.
Yeah. Dang, that's why I hate Maryland. Maryland take a long time.
Yeah, definitely went to DC way.
Oh, you went to DC?
For sure.
My friend went to DC. He had his Jones. He told me like 1 week. I was like, yo, I'm about to get my license in DC. Use my sister's at. Yeah. Oh shit, I want sister's at. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? He got his license and shit. But it took like 2 weeks. It took like 2 weeks before he was like, nigga, like where you at? And I was like, about to come pick you up. I said, you got it already? He's like, yeah, 2 weeks. But Maryland, you got to like...
driving school and all this and all that. It's a lot.
It's a lot. That's what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm old. Like, give me my license. Like, let me just take this road test. Let me take this written test. Give me my fucking license. I'm old. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think they said they've made it easier now if you're above a certain age. But I feel like it's still not easy enough. So, I'm going to move to D.C. and get my D.C. license. You know?
You know what?
Virginia is a easy way to get your license too. But
first of all,
people in Virginia can't drive.
Thank you. I was about to say Virginia drivers are just as bad as New York drivers, aggressive as shit for no reason.
Oh, one thing I will never do when I get my license. Never will I ever drive in New York.
No, they're just aggressive as hell
Never,
for no
ever.
reason. And then Virginia drivers, they don't have no regard for nobody's car or nothing because they don't have to have insurance on their shit.
Yep.
So they hit you, what you gonna do?
Nothing.
They running off.
Yeah.
No insurance, no nothing. Barely a license. Had a license for 3 days.
I don't want to drive in DC either. Like, even when I get my license, I barely will drive.
Parking in DC is hell.
I would just have to set aside some parking garage money because I'm not looking for parking.
Yeah, that shit is hell.
I'm not
one sign would say park here Friday 9 to 6, and then another sign would say no parking all week. I'm like, it's Friday between 9 and 6. Like, it's so confusing.
No, it'd be like 4 signs on one thing.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, y'all trying to confuse. So which one offset this one?
Which one? Yeah.
Like, it's just.
Then you gotta make an executive decision and pray
cameras,
that your shit ain't booted or something.
Hella cameras. You know, it's one of them joints. It's one pole in like DC. It's kind of like by the waterfront, where it's like 4. You ever seen? It's like 4 cameras on like one jump, 4 or 5. Like, yeah, it's like 5 cameras on that joint. Like, they press, like, because once they start, I'm trying to remember which year that they invoked that they was getting all that. They getting a lot of their money. I forgot how much money they was making from tickets, but it's like in the millions.
Let me tell you what I gave DC. I gave DC probably
it's like middle finger.
Like $1,000 in tickets in like a month and a half.
Crazy.
Ridiculous. But they knocked off $800 of them because I think one of them was in the school zone, but the school was closed. It was summertime. So them cameras are typically not supposed to be on if school is not in.
Trying to be greedy.
So that's number one. Then another one was a construction zone, but they wasn't out there working. It wasn't their time to work. So they took that off too. I was so freaking happy.
And that was just 800 for them too?
Yeah. No, it wasn't them two. It was multiple tickets because I was working uptown. So I was taking the same route every day, not realizing I'm couldn't speed it every time. So when I finally got them tickets,
they was getting you.
My heart was broke. I said, "Oh, y'all gonna have to get this back in blood. Catch me if you can," because I wasn't doing that.
Y'all had to fix this.
And then like 2 months later, they sent me another letter. It was like $800 of them got wiped off. I was so happy. I was like,
I think they extended the
they did, and they took it back or something like that.
No, I thought they took it back and then they changed their mind.
They changed it again.
See, this is the thing. Like, say for like the student loan shit. Like, if y'all been holding it off this long, y'all don't need that money. You don't need this. First of all, just this whole pandemic has showed me that like jobs just randomly like, oh, we can pay you like $10 more. Bitch, that means y'all could do that shit whenever. Like, y'all just being fucking greedy. Like, that's just so. It just pandemics. That's one thing I could say the pandemic has showed. Is just like
it showed people true colors.
Jobs. Fucking in this vaccine thing, because I scheduled my vaccine shot on Monday.
Which one you gonna get?
I think it said Moderna or something. I think it's Moderna. I'm not really Pfizer. I don't know what's the difference. I remember the Johnson & Johnson. That's the cheap one, right? That's the one.
You're not getting that.
That's the expensive one.
That's the one they need to take off the damn shelf.
Oh, that's the bad one.
Johnson can't even make baby lotion. What makes you think they can make a vaccine? Like, it's ridiculous. That baby lotion is watered down with water.
I mean, I was listening to what Fauci was saying. He was saying basically, like, we basically the test rabbits. Like, we the test dummies on this vaccine. Because he says, basically, usually they can test it out with like a couple people, they said a small study of 45 people, but then even then you gotta wait for 6 months to see what the results are. But because the pandemic is like happening, you have to like kind of give it to people and just gotta kind of guess. But once they said DC, you got to have it. You know I like to be in DC, so I got to get my joint in. I ain't trying to go to jail with no fake vaccination card. Cause you know, I like going to DC and just chilling, being my little vibe.
I'm about to get my booster because I'm already vaccinated.
Okay, clap it up for that.
Yeah, I've been vaccinated since May.
Since May.
Yeah, because I wanted to travel. I had trips and stuff coming in July, August, and I had another trip in October. Like, I had stuff going on.
I ain't had no travel.
I wasn't trying to. And I actually had a trip for this weekend in Atlanta, but COVID, I just went ahead and canceled it.
I just been trying to survive this year. That's it.
Yeah, not for real.
Next year, traveling. Hopefully, go back home to Chicago.
Yeah.
Trying to go somewhere nice for my birthday.
I'm trying to do like, maybe like, because this year I did. How many trips did I do this year? Miami, 3. Miami, Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey.
Pennsylvania.
Just a random shout out to Jersey.
And that was just a random ass trip to Pennsylvania. So I only did 3.
What part of Pennsylvania?
Philly.
Oh.
I went there twice.
I've never been. I mean, I've been to Philly, but I've been through Philly. I haven't been like done shit in Philly.
Yeah, so I wanna I mean, them not trips for real that you just do stuff. But next year I'm trying to go to. Well, I can tell you off air the one trip I'm trying to go on, but because I can't say in case somebody listening.
Oh.
But
okay.
I'll definitely tell you off air. It's actually a random ass place. You're like, why you want to go there? But it's random as shit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Random places be fun.
I'm going back to Miami, of course, this summer. That's like a must. And I want to go somewhere else. Like, I've been to Atlanta one time, but I want to go there. But like I said, I do want to visit Chicago because I want to go eat.
I made another sale. Let's go.
I want to visit places, and even if I don't go in club or whatever, I want to go, for the experience. Like, even if I'm going somewhere for the food, I'm like, I need to see what that's it.
No, food, culture.
Yeah, and I'm definitely want to go to New Orleans for sure.
I want to go back to Puerto Rico.
I mean, yeah, out the country stuff too, but I'm starting off a little small.
Well, Puerto Rico is considered one of our, how do I call it, peninsulas, I guess. So you don't need a passport for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap and it's fun. The food is good. We went to one place. It was kind of like, it was just like, it was a bunch of, like, it was like DC. It was like you was at a fucking right spot. You had a gay nigga saying yes. It was like, I was home.
It's home.
It's home. It's okay.
No, first of all, no offense to the gays.
Some girl passing out. It was like DC.
I love everybody equally. No offense to the gays. I don't know.
You trying to get us counseled before we get?
No, I said no offense. Cause you talking about some yes. Oh,
that's what he was saying.
That means I'm home. Like, guys, no, we're not doing that.
No, I mean you gonna be in the club. You gonna be like, see some gay dude. You know what I'm saying? Turning up. You know what I'm saying? Doing
straight people too. Why you ain't showcasing straight people?
Because it was just like DC. Come on, come on now. Like, all right, shout out to the gays. Shout out to them.
Shout out to everybody. Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love who you love.
No gender, no
Period.
color. Love is love.
That's this episode we call Love is Love. Period. But yeah, like, girl passing out in the background. I was like, oh my god, it's just like home, like, because it was her birthday.
Hey,
she's turned up like for her birthday. Oh yeah, that was me on my birthday. Even though I didn't. Did I pass? No, I just threw up in the club. Yikes.
That is ridiculous.
But that's because, first of all...
No, ain't never no excuse for that.
Punctuality. Listen. Y'all was so damn late. I was with my man Kevin. Shout out to my man Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
We was the only ones there. So, like, by the time...
Everybody got there. We was twisted.
Already had 3 shots.
He was past the point of being twisted.
Beer. Then everybody get there. Shots. Best friend gets there. Shots. Best friend get there. Shots. Other friend gets there. Shots. Group of 3 other people. Shots. At that point, I was like, yo.
At that point, it's alcohol poisoning.
I was like, I'm good. Nah, fuck that. I was like, okay. But me, because, I'm not the type of person to turn down a drink or a shot in the club, because I feel like that's rude. But now I got to learn how to let people know that when I say no,
that means no.
I'm
at my limit. Like, no, I want to take care of me. I'm at my limit.
No means no. Because, like, that's kind of like the one time, that was different because I got high one time. It's the highest I've ever been. Like, I was in a car with my friend Cece and my daughter. Not my real daughter. I call her my daughter, Shantae. And I got so high that, like, it's a video. I'll show you the video. It's on my phone. and I just couldn't like I couldn't move.
Function.
I couldn't like get out the car. Like they had to drive me home. She was so like worried and shit. But I was just like so fucking out.
I was
of
high
it.
like that July 4th last year.
Yeah,
Just
getting
high
high
on my
off 4th of
mind.
July.
I was at a party and I'm just sitting there
That's what you gotta do.
looking dumb as shit. I heard everything though.
You ever felt like you was gonna die one time?
Yeah, like I heard my heart beating outside my chest, and I'm looking around like, y'all don't hear that? I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? I'm like, oh.
No, because me and my mans, we just sitting there like, dog, if I die right now, young, like, it's been good knowing you, bro.
I'm telling you.
He was like, yeah, son. I was like, nah. The highest I ever been was off of edible.
And that's exactly what
from
it was.
a white person. Don't ever get edibles from white people. Cause try it, man. Try it, bro. And I was like, yeah, I want to try it, man. I was like dizzy. They was like, Breezy, you good? I was like, nigga, no. I was holding on to a pillar. I was like, nigga, no. I'm not good at all. And then one time I put like weed in my hookah. So I be doing that, putting weed in my hookah at the house. 4th puff. High as hell. Had plans and everything. Just canceled. Just sleep. Woke up at 10. Just.
What happened last night?
Is it tomorrow? I'm confused, especially when it gets dark all late. You don't know what the fuck. Is it morning? Is it night? Like, is it? I don't know. I'm ready for when it stays light,
in
like
March?
a spring, March, April. Yeah, I don't like when it gets dark early because I be confused.
Yeah, my body automatically shut down when it gets dark. Like it's shutting down at the moment.
You said what?
My body shut down when it gets dark.
That's true.
Like the moment it get dark, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. It could be 5:30. I'm like, damn, I'm tired. Like it's 10 o'clock.
No, because sometimes it be looking like, because look, it's only 7. It look like it's like 11 or some shit. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know if it's anything else that is vital to talk about.
No, we've already been on here for 52 minutes.
Whoa,
that is a record because we didn't even do the other one.
I thought we did do a long one.
It was like 40 something minutes.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So.
No, it was one thing that happened on Twitter that I wanted to talk about today. We could talk about it next episode.
Yeah, you have to write it down. And the idea you get, you have to jot it down. So we could be always well prepared.
She's yelling at me. Y'all.
Yeah, I'm the organized one of the bunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I need to get this. I need to get this boo button so I can boo.
So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna end it with my New Year's resolution. Since my co-host never asked me. Okay.
Oh, what's your New Year's resolution? Yay!
You know what?
What is it?
I actually don't have one.
Then how you gonna get mad if I ain't ask you? You don't even
look, no, for real, I have
See
one.
y'all next
But it's
time.
not like the cliche one, like, oh my god, I'm gonna go to the gym. I ain't doing that dumb shit. I'm a male curry. I walk all day. My cardio is jolly legit. I'm good.
Period.
I ain't doing that.
Okay.
But I will say I am open to, because at first I was not open to like repairing certain relationships in my life, but I will be more open to it because we all know that life is too short. We all know that, but like today I had an experience today that I really don't want to speak on. I'll tell you off air. But I had a situation today, and it's just like, what are we really upset about? Like, what is never that deep? You get what I'm saying? So I will, repair certain relationships. But if they're at the point of beyond repair, I'm just have to leave from a distance.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna force it. But if it's repairable, then okay, cool. So that one, getting closer to God, because G really be coming through for me. Like, I talk to him, but I don't talk to him as much as I should. But I will start, I will be talking to him more. And peace. I'm mostly at peace.
Let's go, peace.
Yeah.
Let's talk about peace.
I'm mostly at peace in my life. Like, I'm very secure in my position, what I have going on and stuff like that. But I'm just going to maintain that peace because the devil is working.
Yes.
Always.
He or she. I don't want to be sexist.
The devil is a fucking he.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the devil is a he.
Like
Satan. They don't sound like Satan.
Well, y'all do like your showers a little hot. Demons.
Hold up, real quick. No.
Demons.
Real quick.
What's up?
I never knew
what
that a shower be so hot than with my boyfriend.
A man, yeah.
No.
What you mean?
Y'all.
What?
Y'all. We took a shower together, right? One time, you know, intimate and shit. The water, I didn't set the water tone. The water was so fucking hot. I almost jumped the fuck out and said, you know what, call me when you're done. I'll take my shower later. Like, it was just so bad. And I said, Sting, I thought they said women like hot ass showers. No, he said, Krista, that's not hot. I know you fucking lying.
Oh, he liked the hot. Oh, nah.
Like, it was so fucking weird. And then when I'm in the shower and I do my whole face regimen and I wash my face and stuff like that, I use room temperature, like lukewarm, especially for my face. I don't want to put hot ass water on my face.
Not too hot.
It's like, what the
Oh, that's good.
But that's,
I'm
gonna end it with that, because
That's what's up.
That shit. And when I get pedicures and Tammy be trying to run that water, I'm like, girl, what you think? It's neck bones in here? This is just my feet. I'm playing so much. Like, what you trying to say? I don't like that shit. I had that water. Y'all can have that shit.
No, that's funny, because one of my New Year's, I guess, I've had to cancel some friendships and relationships. We'll talk about that off air and stuff. So, because, you know, I even tweeted, said I've lost people and they still living. You're still breathing. So, you know, it just, I ain't got time to go into 2022 with, you know, people I'm not sure about. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
So you definitely want to just definitely keep my circle small. And I'm cool with the people that's in my life right now. And this is the last episode of the 2021. Let's do that. Last episode. Hopefully y'all had a good Christmas and
have a good New Year.
I don't know.
And make sure before the New Year starts, you clean your house from top to bottom. You don't want to go into the New Year with clutter.
That's true.
A clutter mind, a clutter heart, clutter house, clutter spirit, all that shit can cloud. You don't want to.
Well, I mean, I know, because you can, like, by the way my room and area looks, you can tell, like, how I feel.
I'm going on a purge. Like, I'm throwing clothes away and everything. I'm throwing a lot of stuff away. That just serves no purpose to me no more.
It's important to, like, you're right about that. Definitely New Year cleaning. Make sure y'all get y'all lima beans? Was it lima beans and awkward? I don't know why I said lima beans.
Lima beans is some white people shit. Don't ever bring up
I don't like lima beans.
Don't nobody eat that shit.
I don't like lima beans. Shout out to Brussels sprouts. It tastes really good these days. You don't like Brussels sprouts?
I do. They're cabbage rolls, but anyway.
They're cabbage.
Brussels sprouts are not little baby cabbages.
I mean, but call them Brussels sprouts.
I mean, I'm just saying, but they little cabbage rolls.
But there's such thing as little, like, baby cabbage, though. Like baby cabbages, like red cabbages.
Brussels sprouts going to forever be little cabbage rolls.
Oh my god! Thank you guys.
It's always a pleasure.
Little cabbage rolls. No, this episode, little cabbage rolls. That's what this is gonna be called. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next year. Round of applause. All these drops. I don't even know what the fuck these things do.